The Walking Dead. So I'm about a week late in posting this, because I'm about a week late in watching it. Hopefully I'll catch up down the road. But right now, it is Season 6, Episode 1. It's titled First Time Again, Let's Do It. Johnny, come here. You're in the way of the light. Come here. Yeah, you're blocking the light, bro. Okay, now you're pulling... Okay, I'm gonna... Please... Oh, okay, that's it. I'm strong-arming you. Don't move. What the heck did we just jump into? Holy crap, what is going on? Well, at least the truck and the rocks falling might have killed some of the zombies for you. Dude, we have to do the plan now. Zombies are coming, stupid. That dude with the dreadlocks. I never read the comics, but I've been playing the phone app game. He looks just like him. That is a lot of dead people. Oh, he's ripping it. Oh, that zombie's ripping his... Oh, no. This is gross. They are, like, very rotten zombies. I like that the flashbacks are in black and white. It's like watching a fan video. Don't pour out alcohol for your homies. The sentiment is nice, but you're in the apocalypse. Where are you going to get more? Psh, Glenn, don't cover for him. He shot you.
Okay, Jane's freaking me out. Somebody want to send no one here to protect me?
Oh, she doesn't know. Okay, I thought the flashback in black and white was cool, but now it's just boring. Where the heck? They have cars that look like they're Mad Max cars, but they found some nice red balloons in a helium tank.
For the first time. Again.
They did the title of the episode. Eugene, you had one job. Just confirm that they live there before you let them in.
Hey, it's good to see someone like me. I fully respect the hair game.
You're so awkward, Eugene. I just want to know the logistics of this plan. Like, that was a lot of trucks to get around, a lot of walkers. How'd they do that? And different balloons. They have color-coded balloons in the apocalypse. That is a lot of walkers. Hard to tell because they put the show in black and white, but still. Stupid kid. Daryl puts a lot of faith in that, like, Frankenstein motorcycle. If that breaks down, there's a lot of people behind you.
They're closing in. That noise is gonna pull the herd right off the road.
Okay, quit talking about it and just do it, Glenn. Where'd they get so many freaking flares? Just go break one of the windows and kill the walkers. Doesn't matter that there's a door there.
I'd like to help as well.
Of course, everyone who says they're in is the main characters because you didn't pay the extras enough to say they're in. Gabriel, you don't get to come play.
We're all supposed to just fall in line behind you after...
I don't like you, dude, because you were on Once Upon a Time and you were a bad guy. Quit wasting all your flares. Just shoot one, not three. She's driving that car with the hazard lights on. It doesn't matter. They're shooting a lot of flares. Stop it. They just bounce right off that wall, don't they?
You lured Glenn into the woods and tried to kill him.
Then why are we hanging out with him?
And now you're one of the most important people in the world to me.
Aww. The whole point of them clearing out those zombies was to not make noise and distract the other zombies. They're just unloading their guns. They're gonna hear that. Don't die, Dreadlock Man. Don't die, Glenn. You're gonna get bit. Carol's just the refreshments girl.
You seem ready.
He sees through you.
I'll catch up.
Get back in the car, Red.
I still think I got some of those brains in my ear.
I like you, sir.
I'm just grabbing the bull by the nutsack.
That's the wrong way to grab a bull. You know, in spite of, like, the apocalypse and everything and running a town, she's still got, like, great politician hair. Rick's like, let them kill the zombies themselves. They need to learn. They're gonna die. That dude from Once Upon a Time has, like, a constant downturned face.
We killed him before he kills us.
Kill him. Eugene, you're the worst. You're gonna kill Eugene? Oh, Rick caught ya. In trouble now. This dude is, like, the worst. He was horrible in Once Upon a Time. It's just who he is. I'd have killed him. Oh, zombie grabbed you. Oh, he got bit! Ew, right there. Oh, and now you're pulling the walkers away. You suck at everything. You suck at dying.
You wanna hold her?
Oh, hold the baby.
Somebody like that. They're gonna die no matter what.
Yep, cut to him dying no matter what. Rick, shoot him in the head. He's being too loud. He's being too loud. Stab him in the head. Shh, shh, stab. Well, at least he died quickly, because in Once Upon a Time, he stuck around way too long. Where are they taking these zombies? How do some of the zombies' hair look so good? Like that one chick looked like she just come from a salon.
But you can't talk to him like that. Or
can't talk to my son like that when you're saving his life. I don't care about this love interest. I want Rick to be with Michonne. My Walking Dead app just announced I need to go kill some zombies. They all go to check out that place beforehand, and they don't kill that one zombie under the tractor just to save time tomorrow. Why didn't they just clear that whole storefront then, when they were all there? Because we wouldn't have had a dramatic scene between Glenn and those two guys later. That zombie looked right in the camera. Unprofessional. Who's honking a horn? There goes your plan. Who is pushing that horn in Alexandria? Are they going to cut to, like, Judith just playing with a car? Because seriously, who's watching that baby right now? Well, there goes your freaking plan. Y'all gonna die. Well, that was interesting. Alright, I'm gonna do the recap right after this ad, so stay tuned. Alright, so this episode starts, they're all standing by this quarry full of zombies, and Rick's giving this big speech, and they're all listening, and I'm like, what are they going to do? Like, a sea of zombies are being held back by a few trucks, and as Rick's talking, one of the trucks falls over the cliff, and they're like, holy crap, the plan that the audience doesn't know about right now has to happen right now. That one dude's like, we're not ready yet, and Rick's like, we're doing it now, shut up. Then they cut to flashbacks, and in this episode, all the flashbacks were in black and white. It was kind of annoying at first, but then I kind of just stopped paying attention to it. They had to do it because they had to break up the timeline, and when they're all wearing the same clothes and looking pretty much the same, it would have gotten confusing if they didn't explain to the audience, you're seeing a flashback now. It was stuff like the chick is still sitting in the pool of blood where her husband just got killed and tells Gabriel that he was wrong, and he's like, yeah, I know. Abraham's carrying out the guy's body, looks at his wedding ring, drinks a drink, and then pours one out for the dude. That dude, Ron, is all bummed because his dad got killed and he gets up and leaves the room. Tara's in the hospital bed. She's okay, seemingly. Glenn walks in with that one dude and then doesn't even say, oh yeah, this guy tried to kill me. He's like, oh, we were attacked. It's all good. Tara didn't know Noah was dead. Carl's seen for like a split second, climbing up on a roof with that one girl he fancies. Rick's talking to Morgan. Morgan's eating some food and Rick's like, I don't take chances anymore. Abraham's drunk and he like waves at Sasha. Then it cuts to, like, the present time, and people are all along this road that's lined with cars. They're shooting up flares. Daryl's riding his motorcycle, leading all these zombies behind him. Then there's a flashback of Rick talking to Daryl, and he's going over this plan that we, as the audience, still don't know what's going on entirely. Back in the current time, Abraham's in the car with Sasha. They're driving. He's kind of hinting at, like, do you still want to kill yourself? And she's like, no. But if you thought I did, why would you get in the car with me anyway? They're driving, and they stop at this thing of, like, with these red balloons, and that's their signal marker of, like, checkpoints, kind of, for their plan. My big question is, where did they get balloons in a helium tank? And then later we see different colored balloons. I'm like, where did they get an assortment of balloons? I mean, that along with all the flares, this town had everything. Then in a flashback, Rick has Morgan kind of locked up, and they're kind of vetting him again to see if he's not crazy with time. But him and Rick seem to be on good terms. Then Eugene's watching the gate, and the cool dreadlock dude shows up, and he's like, let us in. Eugene's like, I don't know who you are. And he's like, well, I don't know who you are. Apparently they were out on a run for a long time, so they didn't even know anything about Rick's group coming in. Eugene just opens the gate. I would have been like, wait here, I'm gonna get, some clearance, but Eugene's like, I got intimidated, so I opened the gate. They actually are part of the town. Eugene's like, maybe you should ask other people questions about what happened, because I don't feel like I'm qualified to answer those. Rick's out walking with Morgan and talking about the town and how these people don't, they don't have to survive in any way. Then they see out of the corner of their eye, Gabriel and this other dude are digging 2 graves. And Rick's like, we only need 1 grave. We're not going to bury that killer. The mayor chick walks up and she's like, yeah, Rick's right. Go take him outside of town, down a road, and just leave his body there. The dude's son is listening and like, that's not cool. So Rick and Morgan load him into the back of a truck and they're getting ready to leave town. Cut to modern time again. Rick, Michonne, and Morgan are waiting at this wall behind these RVs and just waiting for a signal. Flashback time again. Rick is with Morgan. They've driven the guy out of town. They're in the forest. Rick's like, let's just leave his body here. And Morgan's like, that's not you. You wouldn't do that. We're going to dig a grave. And Rick's like, you don't know me. Rick hears something. They go over to the quarry. They see that all the zombies are there and then more are like falling in. Just then the son of that dude Rick killed walks up and he's being chased by zombies. Rick and Morgan killed him and kind of like push him over the edge. And then they're like, dude, why are you here? The kid's like, I wanted to see where my dad was buried. There are more important things in life right now than seeing where your weird dad is buried. quick cut to the modern time, and Daryl is driving down the road on his motorcycle with all the zombies following him, and then Sasha pulls alongside him in the car. Then back to flashback on the cliff. Rick's like, dude, why are you out here? This is stupid. You're going to get yourself killed. You don't even know how to defend yourself. So you're going to come back with me to town. We're going now. Get in the car. Shut up and let's do it. But then they stop and decide to start digging the grave to bury that kid's dad. Then it's modern time, and Glenn and the two dudes are at this place to go kill some of the walkers who are inside that might make noise to distract the herd off the road. They try to get in the door. The door is blocked, and they're like, well, what are we going to do now? Then cut to a flashback. They're all inside at like a town meeting. Rick's like, okay, we found these zombies. Here's what we need to do. We need to kill them all. The reason they're not all in town is because they're all blocked by these trucks. If the trucks fall, or if somehow they get past them, they're going to come kill us all, so we need to just direct them away from town. Then that one dude, I can't even remember his name in this show. He was on Once Upon a Time. He was a bad guy then, and he's just like, I don't trust you, Rick. This is a stupid plan. They're like, shut up, dude. No one likes you. We're going to do what Rick said. They all sort out who they're going to be in the plan, and then it cuts back to modern time. All the zombies are like about to hit this curve where the RVs and the walls are, and then another flashback to the olden times. They're making up the decision to like lead them through that little curve, and the dude, the one voice of dissent dude's like, this is stupid. What if they get through? And Rick's like, well, you helped make the wall. Just fortify it and shut up. Then in the current time, Michonne, Morgan, and Rick are at that wall. All the zombies kind of just start slamming into it because, you know, they're zombies and they're stupid. The wall looks like it's going to fall at some points. Other times, just a lot of close-ups of zombies' heads smashing into it and blood and brains sticking to it. Then a quick flashback of Carol giving refreshments to everyone as they're filling up sandbags and trying to build the wall. Then in the current time again, Glenn is with the two dudes. They decided to shoot a hole in the window, and then the two of them are going to try and take him on. The other guy should fall back. In case something happens, he can radio ahead. Then in a flashback, Maggie tells Tara that one dude, you know, got Noah killed and tried to kill Glenn. And she's like, you know, he said I could tell people if I want to, but then I was thinking about you, Tara, and we were on opposite sides of the wall, and you turned out to be a pretty cool person, so you can do what you want with that information. Tara's like, I'm going to follow your lead. You seem to know what's going on. Let's give the dude a chance. Then it cuts back to Glenn and the two dudes, and they bust a hole in the window. All the zombies come out. They kill him. That one dude that Glenn doesn't really trust completely steps up to the plate and helps save him, so Glenn's like, we're cool. Then there's a flashback, and Morgan's helping to build the wall. Carol comes and gives him a drink, and he's, like, totally got Carol's number. He's like, I know, you seem like a cop solely because you seem to have a handle on things and are, like, ready to go at a moment's notice to take care of business. She tries to play the little mousy, like, housewife role that she's trying to keep up still, but he sees right through it. Then in the present time, Abraham and Sasha are in the car. Some of the walkers kind of veer off the path. Abraham jumps out, distracts them, like, fights, makes noise, and gets them back on the road. He hops back in the car and is just way too jazzed about the situation, remembering when those two guys got killed at the council meeting. And she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm living life. Then there's a flashback again when they're building the wall, and Rick kind of goes and apologizes and says he's sorry to the mayor about losing her husband because he was a good guy. She's like, what else do we need to do? And he's like, we need to arm everyone in town and teach them how to fight. Just then some walkers roll up, and Rick's like, oh crap. He's like, nobody shoot at them, and I also want the people who have no idea how to fight try to kill them with just shovels. The people building the wall, who have never had to deal with walkers, like, at all, kind of panic, and they can't fight them, and one dude falls over, and then finally Morgan's like, look, I'll just go kill them. Rick's like, no, let them do it on their own. But by then, Morgan and a few other people have jumped in and killed a bunch of them. And Morgan's like, dude, I thought you said you didn't take chances anymore. What the heck? Then there's a flashback, and Eugene's, like, getting preserves or whatever out of their little, like, pantry area. He overhears that one dude talking to a group of other people in the armory. He's like, I think we should just kill Rick and take the town back. Eugene, like an idiot, drops one of his jars. They see him. The guy rolls up and is like, you heard. So the guy points a gun at Eugene, and just then Rick comes in and is like, what's going on? Rick ends up fighting the gun away from the dude and pointing at the back of his head, and the guy's like, it was just me talking about this stuff. It was just me that wanted to overthrow you. And Rick has this look on his face like, I could just bust a cap in the back of this guy's head. But then Daryl's like, Rick, come on. So Rick's like, no, I'm good. I'm cool, brother. I'm cool. And lets the dude live. And I'm like, no, I would have shot him. Then in current times, they're all alongside this big horde of zombies going. And Rick's like, all right. And he just reiterates some more parts of the plan. And then, of course, the one jerk dude goes running ahead and then gets bit by a friggin' zombie. He starts screaming, and then you see some of the horde starting to break off and follow the screams. Then in yet another flashback, Morgan is sitting on the porch of Rick's house. Morgan's like, hey, I don't have a porch. I just wanted to enjoy the day. Is it cool I crash here for a second? Rick throws him the keys and is like, you can move in with us, brother. Morgan's like, you know what? You're the same dude, no matter what. I know you. We're cool. Rick's like, you want to hold my baby? So Morgan takes Judith and sits back down on the porch. Rick starts talking about when he's pointing the gun at that guy's head in the pantry and how he just really wanted to kill him. Like, people like that shouldn't even be alive. But then he had this realization where he's like, people like that are going to die no matter what. Then on that line, it's like the perfect cut to him dying no matter what. Rick shows up, pulls him away from the zombie, kills the zombie, and then goes over and the guy's just screaming, drawing more walkers. Rick's like, shh, shh, and trying to like block the dude's face. The dude's screaming. Rick's like, okay, you know what? And he just puts a knife in the back of his head. Then the people up ahead of the horde start shooting. The noise draws the walkers back onto path. Then in another flashback, Rick goes and kind of wants to apologize to the wife of that dude he killed. She's like, my son told me about the interaction you guys had, and that's not cool. You can't speak to him like that. How about a freaking thank you for saving your son's life? Rick's like, y'all need to learn how to fight, alright? I can teach you how to fight. And she's like, no. I've talked around. I'm learning how to fight elsewhere. I'll teach my kids. Thank you, though. Then there's another flashback. Rick's on the side of the road with everyone, just reiterating the plan again. Abraham's like, hey, Sasha, before I get in the car with you, are you doing this because you want to die? And she's like, nah. Then in another flashback, they're all at that weird Tractor Supply place, and Rick's like, you know, we're going to have to clear all these zombies out, but we can do it later. And then they all walk away. I'm like, just kill the freaking zombies when you have, like, 20 people there to do it. Then Glenn goes up to that one dude that, like, shot him, and he's like, I don't want you out here tomorrow. You have to prove yourself, but not tomorrow. But then there's another shot, and it's in the black and white, and so it's flashbacky, but it's the beginning of the episode, the audio that you hear of Rick saying we have to come for them before they come for us. Then in present time, they're all walking along the herd, and they kind of look home free. I mean, all they have to do is have Daryl and Sasha just lead them out another 20 miles. But just then, a freaking car horn, it sounds like, starts going off. They all look around like, holy crap, what is that, and where is it coming from? Then they realize it's coming from Alexandria, and then the entire herd just starts heading towards town. They start running back towards town, and then it ends on a close-up of the sign saying Alexandria that way. It zooms out, and you realize all of the zombies are heading towards town. And then credits. So it was a really weird way to start the season. I mean, I didn't like the format at first, but then, you know, you kind of get used to it. Again, it was an hour and a half, and I just don't like shows that are an hour and a half, even if I like the show. It just goes way too long, and then too many things happen, my brain gets jumbled, but it was cool. I mean, the interesting thing is, because, like, what I remember from the trailer for this season, it seemed like a lot of it was this episode, so I don't even know what's going to happen next. I mean, they have to deal with the wolves and some other stuff, but for the most part, it's like, how are they going to get out of this? So what did you guys think of the season premiere? Was it good? Did you like it? Did you hate it? If I left anything out, drop a comment. Or if you guys just want to talk, drop a comment. Don't forget to do things, rate, comment, subscribe. I will catch you guys later. Until next time.